WASSCE 2026 English Language Essay. We are going to learn some likely questions that you may see in your exams. Paper 2. Answer 3 questions in all. 1 question from Section A and all the questions in Section B and C. First, we will tackle the Section A before we move to the Section B and C. Number 1. You are in the final year in secondary school. Write a letter to your elder brother telling him what you intend to do after secondary school education and asking for his support. 2. Write an article suitable for publication in your school magazine on the danger of disobeying school rules and regulations. 3. As the senior prefect of your school, write a letter to the chairman of the Parent Teachers Association, PTA, pointing out the need for a computer laboratory and requesting the association to build and equip one for the school. 4. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic, knowledge gained from experience is more important than knowledge gained from books. Write your argument for or against the motion. 5. Write a story to illustrate the saying, "Forewarned is forearmed." Now, we are going to look for possible solutions to this question, starting from number 1. Now, the first thing you need is the writer's address, which comes on the top right corner of the paper. Below is the dates, then salutation, introduction, body, which clearly states the intentions, the reason, the request for the support. Now, polite closing and regards, then subscription and your full name. Now, here is an example. Dear brother, I hope this meets you in a good health and high spirits. How are you doing over there? I trust that your work is going on well and that you are taking good care of yourself. I'm writing to inform you about my plans after completing my secondary school education. As you know, I'm now in my final year and will be sitting for the West African Examination School Certificate Examination, WASSCE, in a few months' time. By the grace of God, I'm working very hard to pass all my papers with good grace. After secondary school, I intend to further my education at the university. My dream is to study medicine at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, right here in Kumasi. I have always had a strong passion for helping the sick and saving lives. I believe that becoming a medical doctor will enable me to serve my community in our dear country, Ghana. I have already started preparing by reading my science books seriously and participating actively in all practical lessons. However, pursuing a course like medicine will require a lot of financial support. Our parents are doing their best, but the cost of university education, especially for medicine, is quite high. I'm therefore humbly asking for your support. Dear brother, if you can assist me with a part of my school fees, books, and other expenses, it will go a long way to help me achieve my goals. I promise to study very hard, make you and the entire family proud. Please give my warm regards to your wife and children. I look forward to receiving your reply soon. Yours sincerely. Then you indicate your full name, final year student. This is an example of an essay of the question 1. Now we move on to question number 2. Write an article suitable for publication in your school magazine on the dangers of disobeying school rules and regulations. Now we take a look at an example. This is an example. The writer needs a title. The consequences of disobeying school rules and regulation. This should be the title. School rules and regulations are designed to guide students towards discipline, responsibilities, and academic success. However, many students often view these rules as restrictions rather than safeguards, leading them to ignore or disobey them. Whilst this may seem harmless at first, the consequences of such actions can be serious and far-reaching. It is therefore important to understand the danger associated with disobeying school rules. To begin with, disobedience to school rules often leads to disciplinary actions. Students who break school rules may face punishment such as detention, suspension, or even expulsion. These penalties can interrupt academic progress and, in severe cases, damage a school educational future. For example, a student who is suspended repeatedly may fall behind in classwork, making it difficult to catch up with peers. Moreover, disobeying school regulations can negatively affect a student's character. Schools aim to instill values such as respect, punctuality, honesty, and responsibility. When students consistently ignore school rules, they fail to develop these important qualities. This can lead to poor behavior not only in school but also in society, making it difficult for such individuals to succeed in life. Another major danger is the breakdown of order and safety within the school's environment. Rules are put in place to maintain peace and protect students. For instance, regulations against bullying, fighting, or bringing dangerous items to school are meant to ensure everyone's safety. When such rules are ignored, it can result in chaos, fear, and even harm to students and staff. In addition, disobedience can damage a school's reputation. Teachers and school authorities may begin to see such students as irresponsible or troublesome. This negative image can affect opportunity such as leadership role, recommendations, or participation in important school activities. In the long run, it may limit the student's personal and academic growth. Furthermore, students who disobey rules often influence others negatively. Peer pressure is powerful, especially among young people. When one student breaks rules and appears to get away with it, others may be encouraged to do the same. This can lead to widespread indiscipline, making it harder for the school to maintain a conducive learning environment. In conclusion, school rules and regulations are not meant to punish students, but to guide and protect them. Disobeying these rules can lead to serious consequences, including disciplinary actions, poor character development, unsafe environment, and damaged reputation. Students should therefore strive to follow school rules, not out of fear of punishment, but out of desire to build a better future for themselves. Discipline today shapes success tomorrow. Now let's move on to question number 3. As the school prefect of your school, write a letter to the chairman of the Parent Teachers Association (PTA), pointing out the need for a computer laboratory and requesting the association to build and equip one for the school. Now we move on to answering this question. Now this is how you answer this question. Because this is a formal letter, you need the writer's address and the address to the person that you are sending this letter to. This is how we write this letter. School prefect, school name, P.O. Box, Kumasi, Ashanti Region, Ghana, 2nd May 2026. The chairman, Parent Teachers Association (PTA), school name, P.O. Box, Kumasi. Dear Sir, request for the construction and equipping of a computer laboratory. I write on the behalf of students of, then you indicate the school name, to respectfully draw your attention to the urgent need for a well-equipped computer laboratory in our school, and to request the PTA to consider building and equipping one for the benefit of the students. The world has become increasingly digital, and information and communication technology (ICT) now plays a central role in education and national development. Unfortunately, our school does not have a functional computer laboratory. This situation has created serious challenge for both teachers and students. Practical lessons in ICT are either limited or conducted theoretically, making it difficult for students to acquire the necessary hands-on skills. As a result, many students struggle in the computer-based examination, such as the WASSCE, and are disadvantaged when competing with students from better resource schools. A computer laboratory would greatly enhance teaching and learning in several ways. It would enable students to practice typing, word processing, internet research, programming, and data analysis. Furthermore, it would prepare students adequately for theory education and a job market where computer literacy is now a basic requirement. In addition, it would help reduce the current overcrowding in the few available spaces where computers are kept and promote efficient teaching of the ICT subject. The Parent Teaching Association has a long and proud history of supporting the school through various developmental projects. We are therefore confident that with your usual dedication and support, the PTA can undertake this important project. We kindly appeal to you to include the construction and equipping of the standard computer laboratory in the association's plan. We are ready to offer any assistance within our means to ensure the success of the project. On behalf of the entire students' body, I wish to express my profound gratitude for your continued support towards the progress of the school. We look forward to your favorable response and positive action on the request. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Ya Amabin, School Prefects. If you want us to continue, kindly subscribe and like.